Hello and a big welcome back to the Wheel Order channel. Today I'm going to be making a delicious traditional Scottish raspberry steamed sponge. This recipe is really easy to make and the kids absolutely love it with custard or a little bit of whipped double cream or even just a dash of single cream. It's so good. So it feeds a family of 6 really well, and that's including a baby as well. So I'd say you get 5 generous portions out of this. My kids absolutely love it and they eat quite a lot, so they do have quite big portions. So it is quite a good size, although it looks quite small in the picture. If you want a larger steamed sponge, you can actually double the sponge ingredients and you can just cook it in the same way in your steamer. Now my steamer is actually quite large, so if you have a smaller steamer, then your sponge might look a little bit higher in height, and that's completely fine. And just cook it in exactly the same way as well. So let's get started on our delicious traditional Scottish raspberry steamed sponge.
So for this delicious recipe, you're going to need 4 tablespoons of raspberry jam, 100 grams of self-raising flour, a pinch of salt, 100 grams of butter, 100 grams of sugar, 2 eggs and approximately 30 ml of fresh whole milk, and you can serve it up with some cream or custard as well. So we're going to start by making a circular piece for the bottom of our pudding dish. So I'm just going to fold it over like this, and we're just going to pop it onto the bottom of our pudding dish here as well. And if you just use some scissors to cut it out like this, and this will give you a circle, the perfect size for the bottom of your dish. Now please excuse my tiny little scissors, I have no idea why I was using such small scissors. And you will have a piece that fits into the bottom of your dish this way. So I've greased up inside my pudding dish and on the lid as well, and I just popped in the greaseproof paper into the bottom of my dish here. So we're just going to start by adding in all of our jam. So if we put all of the jam into the bottom of the dish here, and we're using approximately 4 tablespoons, you want to cover the bottom of your dish completely. So if you need a little bit more, feel free to use a little bit more. It doesn't really matter if you add more, but you want to try and have at least 4 tablespoons. And it should look something like this when you're finished. You just want to smooth it out a little bit so that it's even on the bottom. So we're now just going to make our sponge mix, and we're going to add all of our flour into the bowl here. We're just going to pop it through the sieve. And our pinch of salt as well. And we're going to add in our sugar. And our butter. So we're just going to combine all of those ingredients together until we have a sort of crummy type consistency. And we're going to pop our eggs in as well, and we're just going to blend those through the mixture. So if you just use a wooden spoon just to combine all of those ingredients into a smooth sponge mixture. You can use an electric mixer if you want to, but it's quite a small amount of sponge, so I just use a spoon here. And if you want a larger one, you can double up this recipe as well for the sponge mix. We're just going to pour in our milk as well, just to thin it out slightly. And we're just going to continue mixing it through until it is completely smooth. And then this recipe is as simple as popping it all into the pudding dish. So we just want to pop huge blobs on top of the jam. We don't want to mix the jam up at all. We want to keep it on the bottom of this dish. So if you pop all of your sponge mixture on top, and then just smooth it out. So we're then going to pop our pudding dish into a pan of hot water, and we want to keep it on a medium simmer for about 2 hours. Now if your pudding dish is bobbing around a little bit like mine, then you can either pop a lid on the top or you can remove some of the water out of the pan. You can also put a plate down on the bottom of your pan to stop the pudding dish from having direct contact with the bottom of the pan. And you just want to make sure that you are keeping enough water in the bottom of the pan, so just keep checking every half an hour or so just to make sure there's enough water there, because believe me, I have had a roly-poly steamed pudding disaster before. So after the 2 hours, we're just going to remove the lid and carefully take the pudding pan out of the water. Just be very careful here. I have these waterproof, heat-proof gloves that I'm using. I wouldn't stick cotton gloves into boiling hot water. We're just going to take that out and take off the lid. And it should look something like this. This is the small one, so if you're doubling it up, yours will be slightly larger. And if you just run a knife, or preferably something plastic if you're using a non-stick like me, round the edge just so that it's not sticking to the edge of the pudding dish. And you're just going to pop a knife right through the middle as well, or something smaller, just to check that it is completely cooked through, and it should come out nice and clean like this. If you're cooking a double quantity of this, you might need half an hour longer in the steamer. So if your knife comes out sticky, just pop it back into the pan for another half an hour. We're just going to pop the plate on the top there, flip it over. And if you just remove the greaseproof paper from the top, you'll see that the jam is all over the top of the pudding and it looks super delicious. And you can slice this up and serve it warm with custard or whipped cream or single cream. It works really well with those. Or you can just have it on its own. It's also super delicious on its own.
So I hope you enjoyed making your delicious traditional Scottish raspberry steamed sponge. I'm sure you'll agree it's really, really nice. And my favourite way to have it is served up with a good dollop of homemade custard. It's so, so good. If you like traditional Scottish recipes, you might like to pop over to my website and download a copy of my free cookbook. It's over on angiemilne.com, and you can just pop in your email in there and the cookbook will be sent to your inbox. So it's completely free of charge and it's packed full of delicious recipes. If you took a photo of your steamed sponge as well when you were making it, then please feel free to tag me on Instagram and I'll share it up on my stories. And if you enjoyed this video, then please feel free to give it a big thumbs up, and if you subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell next to it, you'll be notified when my new videos coming out in the future. So I have lots of delicious traditional Scottish recipes coming your way, and I also have a couple of Irish recipes as well, and lots of seasonal family recipes as well. Since we're heading into spring and summer, there's lots of more available vegetables and fruits and things, so I have lots of delicious things coming your way. So I hope to see you guys all again soon. Lots of love. Bye bye.